Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin and the market. Bitcoin currently having a breakout, 41,300 breakout to the upside. Now this is the head and shoulder pattern that I was talking about before, that it's a reversed head and shoulder pattern which is bullish, okay? And so this is pretty much what we're seeing here. We're seeing a breakout because of the bullish pattern, and we're also seeing a breakout because of a double bottom pattern here too. See, we see this as a one bottom and a double bottom, second bottom, and we're pushing up from here. Now, that being said, we need to be careful. If you're not in the market, it's probably not a good idea to chase. So, but this is not financial advice. Of course, as usual, I cannot give it financial advice. That being said, we are seeing, like I said, a nice breakout for Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. And Bitcoin currently up 9.3%, which is huge for Bitcoin. Huge, huge for Bitcoin. The rest of the market looking great. Solana up 12%. Oasis 15%, 16%. Luna 16% almost. Naka 12%. Cody 12%. FTM 8%. Link 7%, 8%. So the entire market is pushing higher with a lot of strength. We do see on Bitcoin a confirmation here with the volume bar. So this is a very, very good indication. And we've had a lot of volume back here as well. Volume is increasing as we go. The RSI here is 66. So we do have a little bit more room to push higher. I do think that we will probably push up to about 45K later in the week, and I'll show you why I believe that on the chart. Taking a look at the Fisher has crossed over, is positive, and the cluster algo is looking positive as well. So on the 4-hour, we do have a good ways to go before we reverse, and we do have a bull cloud on the moving averages here, okay? And we do have a long signal on the moving averages. Now again, I would not be chasing this. The market pushing up hard like this, it's risky buying now, so I'd be very careful. Bitcoin does need to stay above 40,300, 300, which is the 200 daily moving average. If Bitcoin can stay above that, then, excuse me, my marker's not working. There we go. If Bitcoin can stay above this 200 daily moving average, then this is going to be a bullish flip of the 200 daily moving average line. So as long as Bitcoin is above 40,300, we are bullish. Now I do expect some kind of a little pullback here, or maybe some sideways consolidation. Not sure which will happen. The bears will be trying to short Bitcoin, and because the 200 daily moving average is an area where the bears do come out to play, and they try to sell and short the market. However, the bears are becoming less and less effective recently, and so we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. If we do lose the 40,000, the 200 daily moving average at 40,300, then it could be expected to come down and possibly retest maybe 38,000, something like that. So, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just wait, be patient, and wait and see what the market will show us, what the market will tell us, and what it wants to do. So that being said, friends, congratulations to those who are in position, to those that bought the dip here at 37. Congratulations, you're doing really well now. You're making some money. And those of you who are not in yet, be patient. Your turn will come. Looking on the daily, we have a nice long and strong daily breakout here. We need to stay above this 40,100 on the daily here, that line. to remain bullish. Now, I did say that I was concerned about this possible head and shoulders here, which would be bearish on the daily. However, it has not played out yet, and so this could actually change. We are above this peak here, this yellow line. We do have a breakout, so if we close above that line on the daily, then we could be testing this upper area here, this upper peak of 44,300, and we could even test 45,500 right here. That's where the 200 daily moving average is. And that really is my expectation for Bitcoin in the short term over the rest of this week, is I do think that we could possibly be testing 45,500 maybe later in the week. So because of this bullish pattern here, the double bottom here, we could be seeing, and of course, this reaction, such a strong reaction here in the market, there's a lot of risk on behavior and a lot of buying interest. So it could be that we will be pushing higher and test the 45,000 area. That being said, the RSI on the daily is 53. So we're crossing over midline, showing some strength, crossing over into a position of strength. But like I said, we need to close out today's candle above the breakout line here, above that previous high, local high of 40,100. The Fisher on the daily is positive. It's looking strong. And the cluster algorithm is positive as well, coming out of an oversold area here. Now, again, we need to be very careful because this area, we've gone up significant today, so we could have a temporary short-term pullback on 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frames. So we do need to be careful. On the 1 hour, we are seeing that we are overbought, so we could have a brief pullback on the 1 hour. We just have to wait and see. However, we don't see signs of that happening just yet. So on the 4 hour, we do have a long signal here coming off of that 37,000. So that's looking good. We're looking good. We're looking at a position of strength, friends. And so when we take a look at the weekly, what's interesting on the weekly is the weekly is showing that we have a nice long and strong green candle on the weekly. Now the weekly is long-term bullish, but temporarily short-term bearish, because we're still in this bear cloud, right? We're still under the 10-day moving average. So that we need to remember. We need to be careful about this area here. And so that 42,500 is going to be an area we need to break and hold above if we are going to flip bullish and long-term bullish, because this is where that 10-day moving average is on the weekly. If we can get above that 10-day moving average on the weekly, that's going to be a very, very good sign. But I do expect us to push up and then have a pullback, and probably push up to about 45K and then maybe a pullback down to 41, possibly. It just remains to be seen. There's going to be a lot of volatility in this area, friends. A lot of volatility because we are at a bottom, and I do believe the bottom is in, but we have to, the bulls have to flip the momentum to a bullish trend, and that's what's happening now. And that's what's happening on the daily here. All of this, when you take a look at, hold on, let me remove this real quick. One moment, please. Let me remove that so I can show you something a little bit different. all of this here is consolidation. I mean, look at this. We haven't really gone anywhere. You know, we broke down, then we pushed up to the upside, then we broke down again, and now we're pushing back up to the upside. So it's just basically a lot of consolidation here, okay? So we need to be careful. We need to be careful that, and we have to have clear expectations. There's going to be a lot of volatility here. We're going to see a lot of this going on. Maybe not that violent. Let me do something like this. Probably, you know, something like this going on. You know, something like that. So we just need to be careful, and we need to think long term or short term. Medium term, there's going to be a lot of volatility here on the daily. But long term we're bullish, and short term we're bullish. So, you know, short-term traders have an advantage. They're going to do well, and the long-term investors will do well. But it's those that are less experienced and they tend to allow their emotions get the best of them. They're not going to do very well. So they need to take a long-term investment, probably DCA, dollar cost average approach, if they're not a experienced trader. So that being said, friends, congratulations. Bitcoin is doing well. The market's doing well. I'm expecting a bullish week. As long as we don't have any macro global issues with Ukraine and, you know, global markets and, you know, the stock market in general. So that being said, when we look back here, see this nice, big, long, strong daily candle, and then the day after that we had a small consolidation candle, red candle, and then we pushed up from there. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this kind of a move here, okay? I'm expecting that kind of a move to play out here, okay? So I do expect us to hit the 45,000 area, or maybe just under that. But it's going to be difficult to break that and hold on to that. So it's going to take time. So we need to be patient. So thank you, friends, for watching. Please click like and please share so other people can see, can be involved in crypto, and other people can see and learn from the videos as well as you. And we thank you for all of your patience, all of your viewership, and your faithfulness. And take care, friends. Remember the number one rule of money, number one rule of investing and trading: do not lose money. We'll see you in the next video.